Hi there, my name is Hugh Bullen and I'm a mortgage broker in Calgary with DLC Elevation Mortgage, and I want to tell you about the documents that we need when it comes to submitting your mortgage to a lender. The key is making it efficient and getting the right ones the first time so that we can have them ready to send straight to the bank. We get them reviewed by the underwriter right away, and then hopefully we can waive your financing condition as soon as possible. That's really the key to all of this. So I'll start with income and what we need there. Then we'll move on to down payment and then the property, which most of the time the realtor handles that for us anyway. So with income, if you are paid salary or if you are hourly but guaranteed hours, so let's say 38 hours a week at $30 an hour, that's guaranteed. We'll just need a letter of employment and a pay stub, and of course the pay stub we get to make sure that you are on track to make what the letter says. If you are hourly but they fluctuate, so if your letter says approximately 40 hours a week or on average 40 hours a week and a certain amount per hour, if you're on commission or if you have a bonus income, we'll need again letter of employment, pay stub, but we'll also need your T4s from the previous 2 years, and with that we make what's called a 2-year average. So we take in this case 2020, 2021 income, we add them together, divide it by 2, and that's it. If it's declined, if it's gone down, we typically take the lower new year. There are cases when we can take the average of the two, but expect that. Now if you are self-employed, we need a little bit more. So if you are a sole proprietor, we'll need your notice of assessment for the previous 2 tax years, your full T1s for the previous 2 years. We'll also need proof that you paid your taxes or GST via the CRA. And again, we make a 2-year average out of line 1500 on your NOA. That's the income that we use. If you have a corporation, we look for, again, NOAs, T1s from the previous 2 tax years. Then we look for articles of incorporation, and we also look for the last 2 business years, the financials that are prepared by an accountant. So that's really the income documents. Of course, something to know with those is they have to have your name on them. They have to be dated really within the last 60 days. We want within the last 30 days, to be honest with you. For example, the T4s, really we want to have the T4s that you got from your employer rather than from the CRA website, because sometimes they don't actually show your name on them. There is a service that we use where we can get all of those for you if you don't have access to them, so you can always let us know that. So with down payment, that's the really big one, and the one where we have to prove where your money came from. So we have to go back 90 days from the day we submit. So let's say we submit today, which I think is April 5th. We'll go all the way back to basically January 5th, and we need to know every bit of money that's in your account where the down payment's coming from. So let's say your down payment is $50,000 and you've got 30 in one account, 20 in another account. Well, we need 90-day history for both of those accounts. Now, if you have $50,000 in one account, but there are 3 transactions of $5,000 entering those accounts, we need the 90-day history of the accounts that money came from. So I think you can probably see we need that paper trail of funds as far back as 90 days. Now the really key piece with those documents is they must have your name on them and they must have your account number on them. Now sometimes you can only get, for example, a quarter, so you can do like Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, or you could only do right now, this date, you could do January, February, March statements, but then you've got April 1st to April 5th to confirm, because we need to see what money is in there. And so with that, you can do the statements, and then you can go onto your online banking and take a screenshot of the online banking of any activity in there. Now typically you'll see in the online banking it will say 30-day, 90-day, 120-day history, something like that. Obviously the 90-day is key, but you'd want to screenshot that, save that as a PDF and send it to us. Now again, that must have your account number and name on it. Sometimes it will just have the account number and it won't have the name. So the key with that is then to take a picture of your, a screenshot again of your like homepage in online banking, and then it should have your name, and then it should have the account numbers on there and show the money in there. So I'm sure you sort of get that. It really comes down to anti-money laundering and having to show that the money is yours and where did the money come from. Now, if there is a gift from family, that has to come from grandparent, parent, sibling, or children, so immediate family, and we'll get them to sign a gift letter, and we'll handle that. We'll use the one from the specific lender. We'll send that via a service called Sign Now. So that's income's done. That's down payment done. Now, when it comes to the property you're buying, we'll need the offer to purchase that's signed by you and the sellers. We'll need the MLS, which is kind of the listing, and the realtor will send those to us. There are cases where maybe we'll need a title, things like that, but that really you don't ever have to worry about. Now, if you own a property currently, this is the key. If you currently own a house, we need title for that. Again, I can get that, so don't worry about that too much, but we'll need that. If you have a mortgage, we need to have a current mortgage statement that shows the current balance. And then if you're, for example, keeping that house, if you're not selling it, we need to know all the information. So if there's like a condo fee, we need to know what the property taxes are, things like that. So we need to calculate all that in one. I think that sort of outlines documents. So again, with income, we need letter of employment pay stubs for salary and guaranteed hours. If you're on commission, fluctuating hours, or you have a bonus, we want letter of employment, pay stub, and the last 2 years T4s. If you're self-employed and a sole proprietor, notice of assessment, T1, and then proof that you've paid any taxes or GST online. Self-employed with a corporation, last 2 years NOAs, T1s, last 2 years of business financials and articles of incorporation. For down payment, we need a 90-day history of all the money for your down payment. So going back 90 days from the day I submit the documents. We need to know where all the money in there came from, and if there is money coming in from other accounts, we need the 90-day history from those accounts. And they must have your name, and they must have the account number on them. If you have any questions, of course, give me a call anytime. And yeah, I'm looking forward to helping you with your mortgage. Thank you. Bye.